Bloomberg Audio Studios. Podcasts, radio, news.
The Stock Movers Report, your roundup of companies making moves in the stock market, harnessing the power of Bloomberg data.
Stock movers, and they're moving. Here's Lisa Mateo.
All right, I have to start with Warner Brothers. We've been talking about it all morning long. Their shares, WBD, has been up as much as 4%.
Yeah.
A lot of different news surrounding the bid offers from Netflix and Paramount. I want to start with Netflix, though. So the news from Netflix, they refinanced part of a $59 billion bridge loan to support the potential acquisition of Warner Brothers. So if you look at the breakdown, this is according to a filing, secured a $5 billion revolving credit facility, two $10 billion delayed draw term loans to finance part of that bridge facility it took out for the bid. And that leaves about $34 billion for syndication. Netflix shares have been up as much as 0.5%. And then you had Paramount Skydance came just after that. A lot of news this morning, up more than 3%. They sweetened the bid for Warner Brothers Discovery, right? It includes a personal financial guarantee by Oracle chairman Larry Ellison. Yes, the father of David Ellison. Daddy's stepping in. He's going to personally guarantee $40.4 billion.
If I said that, I'd be in the timeout chair.
Equity financing. But this is what they were looking for. They were looking for that personal guarantee to hear from him.
Lisa and I have no clue what we're talking about other than she saw Avatar, I didn't. Paul, what's it all mean?
What's it all mean? I think it means that the Ellisons, they're putting their best foot forward here, and they're really committed to getting this deal done.
So Netflix just ticks it up a couple dollars. Is that the game?
I think both are going to have to bring their bids up.
Yeah.
I think it's going to get to that
Mario
point.
Gabelli thinks that.
Yeah, well, of course, and he knows what he's talking about, Mario Gabelli. So we'll see. But I mean, this is a good step on the part of the Paramount group.
And it was the trust, right? The trust was a big issue.
Yep, and he says we will not revoke this trust. The stock is going to stay there, and everything that. Well, I'm not sure everything, but a lot of things that Warner Brothers said was lacking in their bid, they've tried to cure here. So there you go. All right, there's Warner Brothers. How about Rocket Lab?
All right, so Rocket Lab, RKLB.
Wait. You know the stocks before the report?
Oh, yeah, I know. I
don't know them.
Sure.
What do you want, some preferred email list?
Yep.
What's it called?
Rocket Lab. Yes,
That's all I know.
space launch technology company.
Space launch technology.
Yes. Okay, so their shares are rocketing up as much as 4%. They actually jumped 18% on Friday, closed at a record high, $70.52. The reason why on Friday is because the U.S. Space Development Agency, they said they awarded the company an agreement worth up to $805 million.
Nice.
They're going to provide 18 missile warning tracking defense satellites. Rocket Lab said the agreement was its biggest single contract to date. And then also came the news that it also successfully launched its 21st Electron rocket of the year. This is very science-based, well above my pay grade. But yeah, their shares have been skyrocketing on this news. So apparently it was a big deal for them.
Good for them.
So we go from Rocket Lab, we go to software fintech company Clearwater Analytics Holding. It's CWAN is their ticker. Their shares have been up as much as 8%. They agreed to be acquired, taken private by an investor group. It was led by Permira, also Warburg Pincus. It's a deal worth $8.4 billion. So the breakdown, shareholders of Clearwater, they're going to receive $24.55 per share in cash under the terms. The deal price represents a premium about 47%, the firm's closing price November 10th, but it still needs approval. It needs approval from Clearwater shareholders. It needs clearance from regulators on top of that, and they expect to complete that in the first half of the year. So we'll see if that does happen or not.
Okay, stock more. You got one more? Is that
I'll give you a few quickies. How about that? Okay. Marvell Technologies, the chip maker.
Yes.
Bam. Okay.
Yes.
Rising 2%. Citi basically opened a positive catalyst watch on the company ahead of next month's CES conference. That conference, huge. That's going to be a big thing.
That's a big one.
Yes, that is definitely a big one.
Road trip?
I got some stories from there, boy.
Oh,
Wow.
do you?
Yeah.
Ooh.
The Bellagio. Oh, my. The craft table late at night.
And?
Yeah.
Good news?
Sure.
I went to the Bellagio for breakfast once, and it was like no fun. I charged it to Redo, keeper of the Amex.
Yeah, I haven't
But
paid
it
for
was like
anything.
$130 for a breakfast at Bellagio.
Yep, absolutely. That's how they roll.
Those are, it's great.
It's a nice place.
Redo, keeper of the Amex
Just
said,
put some
really?
chips down on the table. That's good. Yep. I'm calm all over the place.
I told him next time I wash dishes. You got one more?
Yeah, since we've been talking about gold and silver, I just wanted to point out the miners, like Newmont, Core Mining.
They're up big?
Yeah, they're up big by 4% for Core Mining, and Newmont's up about 2%. So with all the news on commodities this
We
morning.
could get to $4,500 today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
We're not
silver
there.
just up 150% year to date.
The Stock Movers Report from Bloomberg Radio. Check back with us throughout the day for the latest roundup of companies making news on Wall Street. And for the latest market-moving headlines, listen to Bloomberg Radio live. Catch us on YouTube, Bloomberg.com, and on Apple CarPlay and Android Auto with the Bloomberg Business app.